The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
But did you see the Queensland team in Toowoomba yesterday?
Oh, it's huge.
What about
what
the
they get?
crowds?
7,500, 8,000 or something?
I don't know the numbers.
That's 7, I think.
Was it that big, was it?
Pretty
massive.
much a
Oh, my
public
God.
holiday for the kids, I reckon.
There'll be no one in
Walsh went
schools.
Nuts.
No one in schools that day or at work.
It
in
left
Toowoomba.
no doubt as to who the most popular player is. not just
Let
in
me
Queensland,
guess.
but in Australia.
It's crazy, right? It's like rock star stuff.
Yeah. Do you reckon we've ever seen a player before as popular as Reece Walsh?
Geez, I don't think so. Only because of,
It's a different
I
era.
guess, social media and everything probably, exaggerates it or whatever. I don't think so, no.
Speaking for the women,
Yes.
the answer is no.
No,
Not really. Not
think
this
you're right.
early in their career.
Yeah.
I mean, by the end of careers, we certainly knew the Jonathan Thurstons and Billy Slaters and thought they were big stars, but not of this level with Reece
Not
Walsh.
this early, yeah, it's crazy.
He's the whole package, isn't he? Like, I mean, he looks beautiful. Like, he's a good-looking guy. He's a superstar, and he does all of the flashy things as well. Like, as a player, he does the superstar flashy. Like, he plays like he looks.
Yeah.
And the other thing about Reece is that he's super tough.
It's tough, yeah.
He's very, very tough.
Off-field, the dad stuff, I think, gets him a lot of cred, particularly with the women. He's always got his little daughter next to him, and people love that. It's like the whole package.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could you not sponsor him? Like, how could you not?
No,
if
I
you're
don't.
a company or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's a tick in every box.
Imagine he'd be drowning in money already, though.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
if he is?
a lot of people probably couldn't afford him. Because he's not going to sign a deal with anybody.
No.
It'd have to match his brand.
Oh, he could be a model.
Yeah, he really could.
He could be one of those, like Calvin Klein models or something like that.
But he's like most companies want to, for most of the Broncos or NRL players, it's like, oh, yeah, we'll give you this amount of money and you, dance monkey. Yeah, that's our car. Get a photo in front of it. You're doing that ad over there. You're doing 17 appearances.
Piece of cameras.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do that. He just goes, no, he wants just passive stuff. He'll associate his name with your brand, but he ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
He does nothing.
Yeah,
but
right.
he can do that with his power.
Yeah.
With what he's got. Which is
How
pretty
old
cool.
is he now? He's still only 21 years of age.
What were you doing when you were 21? Were you
When I was
specifically
21,
you? I've asked you. Yeah.
when I was 21, I was
You playing
working.
footy? No.
Yeah, no, I was
Where?
at Norths.
Oh, you're at the Debs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was working out the back of my old man's window factory.
Okay, that's all right. Not too
yeah.
bad.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was it
no
like
one
at-
was coming at me.
What was it
saying-
like at Bishop Park? Was it you're starting to arouse the interest
Oh,
of, the,
yeah.
of, the,
Luttsy.
of the local Nunda ladies?
Oh, they'd go off.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
Sarah already told we can't wait.
Yeah,
Romy-
I know,
Romy
just
comes in,
chatting
we
off
can't
air.
talk, we chatter.
Romy Teitzel from the Queensland Women's State of Origin team is here. Hello, Romy.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, just what we're chatting about off air. I play golf at Royal Pines like every week, and I've seen that they've got footy posts up there, and that there's a footy field there, and I'm like, there must be teams that come here and use this as a training base. It'd be a unbelievable
It's not
facility.
not right next to the golf course, is it? With your slice, mate. They'd be
I
playing.
know. Don't train Sunday afternoon. Yeah, like late Sunday afternoon. I might take out a winger or something. But that's where you guys are going into camp ahead of the all-important decider in Townsville next Thursday.
Yeah, so we've been based at Royal Pines for the last few years, actually. It's an awesome facility
Yeah.
down there. It's got everything we need from recovery through to the state-of-the-art field that they look after very well. But funny you say about the golf ball. Yeah, quite often we'll be on the field and a stray one does come across. So it hasn't hit anyone yet, and touch wood, this isn't the week. But no, awesome facility. We've had some awesome weather down the Goldie for the last few weeks too. So hopefully prepare really well before we head to Townsville.
And just so you know, I know that hole that it runs adjacent to it. Luttsy, it would have to be the worst shot of all time because it has to go up
you're
on
the man
wing.
for it.
It has to be a massive slice, and it goes it's up a huge hill as well. So to make it onto the field, that is like so far out of bounds that it wouldn't even be funny. Is that right? Has there been balls?
Yeah, dead set. Last camp, I think we were doing one of our final sessions, and we were facing obviously the opposite way too, and this ball's just gone thump straight in next to some people, and we were like, holy moly, that could have been so bad.
Well, that'd go down in like the history of State of Origin as the weirdest injury that ruled someone out of the game. Can you imagine? So how is everyone health wise leading into this game? I see the Blues, they've named an unchanged lineup. They had injury concerns over a couple of their players, Jamie Chapman being one of them, but they've been named as the same.
Yeah, they have been named at the same. They've stayed pretty consistent throughout the series, which is awesome to see. No injuries in the game. Unfortunately, we lost Sienna Lefippo last game. That's become public now that she did her PCL in her knee. So the poor thing, she had an awesome debut, such a great young talent. She's going to have a huge future in our game. And at the moment, it's just next man up mentality. So Tani will name our team today. We'll see who comes into the reserves there. But our team and our run-out team, I don't think will change too much besides filling that lock spot.
Geez, Townsville must be what a great spot to. You know, I haven't seen the ticket sales. I imagine they're going to get a great crowd. Like for a decider in Townsville, they'll be lapping that up.
I'm so excited. Obviously, my fam's from far north Queensland, so any opportunity I get to go home, I haven't been home up even to Townsville probably in the last 7 months. So go up there. Everyone will travel from Tully Mission Beach down to Townsville, and hopefully it's a sellout too. So quite often school holidays, we see a lot of those kids travel from rural and remote communities. So awesome opportunity and reward for those kids and families for all the sacrifices and commitment they make around rugby league to come and watch a pretty cool game like that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, well, look, I just think it's great. I've really enjoyed watching the progress of women's rugby league in the last 5-6 years especially. Not that when it was a fledgling product, of course, it's going to have its teething problems, but I just see now that the quality is just getting better and better each and every year. I'm biased, I'm a rugby league guy through and through, but I do genuinely believe that it is the best product that is out there that we've seen, and it's only getting better. You watch the junior kids come through now, there's a genuine pathway for girls to play football their whole lives, and it opens up an opportunity for girls who might not be physically aligned to the traditional sports, whatever it might be, netball or hockey or swimming or some of these traditional sports that have been away. The Polynesian girls especially, I see them at our club, Runaway Bay, and they're playing the whole way through. And I just see that the future for women's rugby league is so bright. And to see the public embracing it the way they are, turning up in big numbers to go and see the top quality game, the Origin game, it's just it's really encouraging signs.
It is very encouraging, and I spoke only yesterday at a school. They asked what the best part about the fans were, and I think at the moment in the women's game is seeing how many young boys and girls and how family orientated our game is at the moment. To just be an inspiration for those kids, both young boys and girls, is pretty special. And like you spoke about, the pathways that are provided at the moment for the girls coming through school, they're able to play Australian schoolgirls at the moment, which is so crazy and it's unbelievable. And even as a current player in the game, we see the game changing before us. So from Origin Series last year to where we are this year, and even the crowds, the buy-in we're getting from the fans and people following our game in particular has been pretty special. And we're excited to have an Origin Series, and I know we would have loved a clean sweep, but to turn out with a series decider, I think that only grows our game and makes it a little bit stronger.
Kendall, you can't see, I'm just checking out the shoes you're wearing, just off the back of Paddy Carrigan, not realising that his were worth like thousands of dollars. It looks like you're wearing retro Asics at the moment. I mean, are you wearing gold mines on your feet right now? What is this?
No, these are my work shoes. I have to wear Asics to work.
The women's game hasn't come that far, Luttsy.
Well, Pat didn't know he was wearing expensive shoes. He just got given them by Asics. So,
do you get good kit though?
Yeah. We get pretty good kit. And even with Origin, you get given. We're going to Townsville. We have puffer jackets, jumpers, this and that. And not to knock it, Townsville's been pretty cold at the moment by the sounds, but they definitely prepare you for everything. So awesome.
Oh well, look, everyone would be watching. The numbers, the TV numbers have been unreal. millions watching. You guys go out there and do
Crazy,
your business.
eh?
Yeah, the
So
whole
good.
state's going to be
So good.
such a great
So
week
good.
for us next week as a state. You know, fingers crossed, men can get it done
Yep.
at the MCG on Wednesday.
And the double.
We could wrap up. We could wrap
Yep.
up 2 series in 2 nights.
Yep.
And so everyone's behind you. We just wanted to get you in, wish you the very best,
in.
and pass it on to the rest of the girls. Go Queensland.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Sell it
yeah.
out.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
Jerry Seinfeld can't cop a break on this tour that he's doing around Australia at the
Why
moment.
is everyone into Jerry Seinfeld?
Because he's Jewish.
Is that what it is?
Pretty much.
Is that
Like
really-
everyone from New York.
Is that all it is? People were protesting because it was happening in America.
Yeah,
at
well,
the
they're
time.
pro-Palestinian protesters just
Yes.
having a go at him.
Because
This
it-
is the current thing, isn't it, right? You go to a comedy show and heckle the artist.
But he's not doing like Palestinian gear in his stand-up, is he? So it's just purely that he's Jewish.
I
is
don't
what
know.
I'm
It's,
saying.
no, he's probably said something pro-Israeli.
I think he made a visit to Israel at the end of last year, and he met with families and hostages that were taken by Hamas, and I think that is what instigated people to start getting vocal and to try. They're deliberately going to interrupt his gigs now, and it's the second time in as many gigs. He was at the
What a nightmare.
Sydney Theatre
Theatre.
last night.
Yeah,
Theatre.
and I think he did. Did he do Sydney Sunday night? Same thing
Yep.
happened. So both shows.
He's on a roll. So what happened last night was 2 men stood up and they began chanting "Free Palestine," and they were waving the Palestinian flag, and somebody in the crowd got the phone out, and this is the audio.
You have strong political feelings, but you don't know where to say them. You think that ruining the night, it doesn't affect me. All these people, you're ruining their night. That's all you do.
Saying it's not affecting him.
Did you say he's coming to Brisbane?
He's at Brisbane Entertainment Centre tonight.
Oh, he's tonight.
He
is
is tonight. So
The Ensign.
let's see if we get another round of hecklers.
So have these people bought tickets and they're
They
Yeah,
they
they
have.
must. So
they're
They're
not
in
just going in.
They're in seats, and they've obviously, like, these guys had Palestinian flags. You know, they've obviously smuggled them in, and then when their moment came, they've stood up, started yelling at him, and waving their flags around.
When I said we should send Mitch and Lockie down, just protest something. What can we protest?
Just
though?
start waving Nova flags around.
Nova.
I mean,
Jerry goes off his nut. He's 70 years of age too, Jerry.
Is he?
you wouldn't know it.
I couldn't believe
70?
he's 70 years of age.
How long ago did Seinfeld finish?
Oh, like I reckon.
Do people even know what we're talking about here? Surely it's big
What
enough
is
that
this
people
show?
know.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
kidding.
I reckon. Seinfeld. I reckon it finished like 98 or somewhere
So
around there.
there's
Can
people-
someone
yeah.
look that up?
Mitch would know,
I got
surely.
it. 1998.
There's
So
people listening now that weren't even born. A lot of people listening to this show because we have so many young listeners.
I was alive. You'll be happy
Yeah.
to know.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
yesterday on the show, I mentioned that my wife had sort of said that she had found some program that she wanted to follow, and it was called the
Super Hot 150.
the 75 Hard,
That's it.
which I'd never heard of.
It's the hard bit that's scary.
Yeah.
Isolate it.
75 days of 75 consecutive days, and if you stuff up one day, you have to go back to day dot.
By the way, when
and
you said
start
that,
again.
I thought about that afterwards. If you
Yeah.
stuff up halfway through, it suggests to me you haven't got the discipline to do it, so you're probably not going to go back to day one.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's self-driven, and you've already failed. So you know.
But it was one of those things, and we got a few phone calls from people that had done it or knew people that had done it. And then I had a couple of people after the show sort of reach out who had tried it. And they were saying that it was one of those things that was big on the scene like about 4 years ago. So I don't know how it's just come across Jodie's radar now. But to me, and we went through it basically on the show yesterday, it did seem incredibly hard.
That makes sense, though. Peak COVID, 75 days and something to focus on 4 years ago would have been really good for
You know what? That's a great
Good
point.
point.
Yes. Yes.
Reading, getting outdoors, eating well
Yeah,
would have been
although
awesome for
getting
you.
outdoors would have been difficult,
Well,
I guess.
You could
in COVID.
exercise.
You could
outside.
exercise outside.
Oh, yeah, you could.
You could play
too.
golf still.
Yeah, you could too. Actually, it was great
Golf
when you could
was
play
one of
golf
the-
because
that was
you got your own
brilliant.
golf
That was
cart.
actually brilliant.
It was the best.
And people couldn't hit up on you.
Yeah.
Stay back.
Social
Still
distancing.
putting.
So it,
Seven stubbies on the green.
basically, it was there's 5 different elements to it. Follow a diet, complete 2 45-minute workouts a day, one of them being outdoors, the other one in a gym or whatever. Drink a gallon of water, which is like 3 litres.
Nearly 4.
Yeah, of water a day, and to read 10 pages of a book. One of my friends said to me that that was the hardest part for her, was reading the 10 pages of the book every day. And also take a progress picture. I didn't realise that it requires you to take a progress picture every day. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it seems like a
And
lot.
like stripped off, or you know,
I don't
like-
know.
But you're not showing it to anyone. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
That's what I love about this. It's actually not. There's nothing in there other than like scientifically. There's nothing in there other than the water. I don't understand. Is that the proven amount of water you're supposed to drink a day? Because other than that, it's just exercise and reading a book and good diet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like keto diet. It's just
Stick to a diet. It says
it's not shoving stuff down our, metaphorically down our throats, is what I'm saying.
it's not telling you what to eat.
Yeah.
That's true. It actually says just something about a diet that is aligned with what your goals are.
Yeah.
But, like for me, I'd have to give up ice cream. That's what my friend was saying. You got to give up, and...
Again, the least of your problems over the
yeah, but exactly. But you'd be surprised how
what are you going to do?
how hard it is to give up ice cream.
I know, but how bad can it get?
I know, exactly. But then to give it up, you go, come on. That's where I go, life is too short.
The whole thing's about discipline. It's not about weight loss or health, though, right? It's about it's a mental challenge.
Yeah.
It is.
Getting through it.
It is. But I was being realistic about it as well. And anyway, so what I had arranged with Jade was, we'll talk about it later, because she sent it through literally while we were doing the show yesterday. And then we had one of those full-on days yesterday just with the kids and all the rest of it, and we didn't get back home till late, and then we had dinner, and then I went to bed early, and I deliberately said, because I was thinking, we haven't had that conversation about the 75 hard yet.
You just drifted off.
I don't want to. So I immediately said, I'm so tired tonight. And,
Can't even talk.
but we were in bed, and she goes, did you get a chance to look at that? At that thing I sent through
And you
about
just
the
keep-
hard challenge? And then I was like, oh. And I went, yeah, I did. And I went, you know what? I'm just going to be honest. And I went, look, I think it's too hard. Like, there's bits of it that I like.
Is there a soft 30?
Yes.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.